Hi friends, good morning. My name is Lisa Schmid and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Welcome to Saturday in the studio. I love Saturdays. It's my favorite day of the week and I am looking forward to a really fun day. We have coming up with Stampin' Up! Starting on August 6th, what's today? Today is the 3rd, so in 3 more days, which would be Tuesday, is that right?
It's usually a Tuesday.
August 6th through August 31st, our Designer Series paper, a select Designer Series paper, 14 of them, are going on sale for 15% off. So I thought it'd be great to show you what you can do with some Designer Series paper. So that's the focus this morning, is some Designer Series paper, because we have just beautiful, beautiful paper. If you're not familiar with it, it is just gorgeous. So I picked 3 of my favorites to show you. Okay, all right, let's go ahead and get started. And first I'm going to show you this right here. So here's the sale that we will have 2, 4, 6, 8. Yes, 10, 14. That's right. So some of my favorites. This Unbound Beauty is just so pretty.
Hey, Terry. Hey, Tina.
In the new in colors, just gorgeous. And then I do love Perennial Lavender, the Mediterranean Blooms. These 2 are great for the back, like for the wood grain or the backgrounds. And this one, these 2 are with that country lace, country woods. It's the birdhouse. So those are really fun. And the other one that I really like, which is a newer one, is this Winter Meadow. And I'm not using that one this morning, but that is so pretty, as well as Thoughtful Journey. So take the sky also. I mean, there's so many, right? There's so many fun Designer Series paper, but you save a couple dollars, and I'm going to show you some fun things you can do with them. So there is that. The first one I'm going to start with is I'm going to use the Mediterranean Blooms, the oranges and lemons. Those just scream California and summer to me, lemons and oranges. So I'm going to use my Daffodil Delight and go ahead and just my standard half sheet of paper. Get rid of that raggy Band-Aid that I have on my finger, because you don't really want to look at that. And okay, so this one is going to have a couple different, the right one, this one, and I had a green Old Olive. It might still be over the case. So I have this paper in front of me. I need to move that out of the way because there's too much of it. Just dropped an Old Olive on the floor. So I think I'm going to, maybe I regroup and go to a different card. I'm okay. All right. I need a sheet of Old Olive, which should be on the table over there. Okay. I'm just going to pause for a second and tell you that I am redoing the whole craft room. So this was an effort to get all of this ready, because things are all over the place, but we painted the walls and they look phenomenal. We painted my brown, the place where all the shelves are, the cabinets, and those are white now. And so they look really crisp and clean. And so working on getting some new colors down here and just make it really nice. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and start adhering these on. And this was sort of I could definitely tell you the measurements. It was a kind of try and, what do you call it? Just try it and see how it works. And I see, this one's wider than that one. That's okay. This one's random. If you know me, random's a little bit difficult, but this one is the one I was trying to do a little bit more random than the others. Thank you, my dear. So I'm going to use, which way do we want to put these? I'm going to put them this way. The lemons sheet here.
Hey, Cheryl, Patty, and Trudy.
Yeah. And I'm going to do the oranges down here. That's right. The oranges are going to be on the bottom. Thanks, love. I did cut that, but who knows? It's okay. And put the oranges down here. You want them this way or this way? I kind of like them this way. Okay, so there's our lemons and our oranges, just kind of leaving a border on all the sides. And then I cut one orange to put here. Thought that was kind of fun. Make sure we get it the right way. And then I do have some words that are going to cover some things. So if my squares aren't perfect, that's okay. It's going to, I do want my, yeah, I can see this is what's happening here. That one's a little bit off. That's okay. I'm going to do this, and I'm going to move this one down a little bit. So what I just learned, and what will be helpful for you, is start at one side, the bottom or the top, and work your way across. because then we can always make that top part smaller, but I want my edges and this inside piece to be the same size, have the same amount of gap. Okay, now let's see how my lemon fits in there. Oh, it does though. Yay! And on the lemon, the opposite side of the lemon is all Night of Navy, and it's all different colors of blue. So kind of pretty there. All right, so there we have our little base. I'm just going to trim that top part because I do want them to all be kind of even. So let's just get some of that off. I think that'll work. Okay, and then I'm going to layer this, and I could put this right on here, but I kind of want a little bit of green to pop in the background. So I'm going to use Old Olive. Is this Old Olive? Wow, it doesn't look like it in the light I have right here, but yes, it is, because my husband knows what colors are, right? So I'll grab our Old Olive, and I'm just going to cut a quarter sheet, which is 4 by 5 1/4. 4 by 5 1/4. Boom, 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 just like that. Okay, so there's my 4 by 5 1/4. And this is going to mount very nicely right on here. Yep, just makes that pop. You see that? So these cards this morning have no stamping, which is kind of funny, but it's paper crafting, right? It's still paper crafting. So let's center that. There we go. And then this whole piece is going to go on my Daffodil Delight right here, like that. All right. And then my words. What are we going to do with the words? Well, I am using, these are really fun. They are called, goodness, they're dies. Can you tell? These are called Wanted to Say dies. And I really like these because I can do one color in the background, one color on the front. So for this particular card, I'm going to do the happy birthday. Of course, it's got these cute little extra add-ons, bonus dies, but I'm going to stick with my words here, but I'm going to do happy birthday on this one. So I did die cut already that birthday, did not die cut the happy yet. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And I think we're going to do that in white. I think white would look a little bit better than the doing yellow. So let's find a little happy birthday here. Here it is. So a little happy birthday die. And I'm just going to do it in white right there. And grab these. There we go. And this is our mini boss. So the mini boss is great for little things like this. I do like the bigger one for 3D embossing folders and things like that. But let's go ahead and pop that through. You're back. Good. I'm glad you're back. All right. So here's this happy birthday. That's fun, right? That's fun. Let's get our, take your pick. I just saw it this morning. Here it is. And my little mat like this. And I'm just going to pop those things out. The other thing I can do sometimes is I just flick them. Look at that. See, some of them just come right out. But I'm going to go ahead and just pop those out. And this is a really good place to use the self-adhesive sheets because they will make that just stick right on there. I did not, obviously, because you just saw me die cut it. But there we go. I will go ahead and just use glue, but the self-adhesive sheets makes it a little bit easier. This little why is it not coming out? There we go. All right. So there's our happy birthday. So I'm going to build that and then put it on the card. Let's grab some glue here. You know what? I'm going to rephrase what I just said. I'm going to go ahead and stick this on with dimensionals and then stick, because I'm going to use glue on this. Sometimes once I use glue, it's hard to get it back on to the paper. So let's grab our dimensionals here. These are so fun. These little, the wanted to say dies, but what I was going to say is the, like the shadow is just a really fun look. So I cannot wait for you to see. Maybe we'll have to do a tour, Dave.
Yeah, once we get it all set up in the
Oh
new,
my goodness, it's so pretty. I've been working hard with a friend this week.
it's much brighter.
Much
You didn't
brighter.
realize how much the brown was sort of bringing down the color, but
Yep. And I'm going to grab my little acrylic mat so that when I put my little glue on here, it's not going to end up all over the place.
On your acrylic or silicone sheet?
Silicone sheet. I don't know. I always call it acrylic. It's not acrylic at all. But boom, there we go. Happy birthday. How fun is this? So bright and cheery. Who has a birthday this month? Anybody have an August birthday? My sister's was the first.
Kim,
Yeah.
did you wish her a happy birthday?
I did, and I just had talked to her the day before for like an hour, so I did not call her again. She lives in Seattle, Washington, so I just wished her happy birthday on that little. I have a little sibling text chain that on birthdays we text each other. Not really any other time of the year, just on the birthdays. That's okay.
Speaking of
There we
Seattle,
go.
and in keeping with the Olympics going on right now, if you have not watched the movie Boys in the Boat, it's about a
There we go.
rowing team from Washington that went to the Olympics.
Oh, so good.
It is so good.
We just watched it last night. It was really fun. So I'm just going to lay this here because then it just sort of makes that stick, and so I don't have to hold it with my sticky fingers. And okay, so that's one. I'm going to make one more before Dave does his little thing, his little commercial. This one, I'm going to use one of my other favorite papers. It was sort of what I was flashing before you, and that is the Unbound Beauty. I'm trying to figure out how to show you this, but it's so pretty. I have many packs probably pushed together here, but these are the in colors. Are they still new? I guess so. This year's in colors.
Yep. First year.
Summer Splash, so fun. This is one of my favorites, as is this. Look, they're so, let's see if we have the Petunia Pop one. That's one of the ones I'm going to use. You'll see it. Well, so let me show you. I'm going to use this one. That's the one I was looking for. Isn't that so fun? So we're going to make another card. Let's unstick that. And we might put some gems there. We'll come back to that after. Let's make one more card. And again, I'm using just my standard quarter sheets. This one looks a little smaller, not sure why, but quarter sheet. I'm going to start with my Petunia Pop, doing a half sheet this way. So it's 4.5 by 11. And 4.5 by 11. Patty does. Oh, wonder when Patty's birthday is. All right. So these little pieces I cut out, and I was trying to, I know you're going to really be surprised at this. I was trying to mix and match all the different paper. I couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it because I just like ones that look so similar, or the patterns. So I thought, why am I fighting it? I just need to find it. Here it is. Why am I fighting that? So camping in two harbors, that's fun. So I'm going to go ahead and the easiest way to do one like this, I'm going to show you what I did, is take all four and cut them at the same time. And then at least they're the same size, right? Because when they're not the same size, then you're sort of struggling. I do want this one down here though, like that. Okay, so we're just going to do that. I'll probably trim that a little bit, or we could leave a little bit. Yeah, I'm probably going to trim that edge a little bit. And yeah, I think that's what I'll do. Grab some adhesive. Nope. You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to trim this a little bit, because if this is shorter on the top up and down, then it will fit on the width. It will all match. That's just to trust me on this. It's going to work. So I'm just going to trim a little bit off all four of them. There we go. Just trim a little piece off all of them. And there, here, and here. Not difficult, for sure. Just just cutting the hardest part is getting your papers the same size. There we go. And we could leave a border, which is what I want to do. Okay, so let's get these kind of like that and like that. There we go. So that's what that's going to look like. Let's go ahead and stick those on and try to leave a little bit thicker border than the last time on the outside. The inside is still going to be the same. But so fun with the Designer Series paper sale. I was like, ooh, I want to show you some of these some things you can do with these. I tried to brush off this little piece, but it did not come off that way. I'm going to go this way. right there. Push it under it. There we go. Okay. And then we'll put these two on this one. Put that over here. Try to leave the same gap in the middle. The edges can be a little bigger. I see I probably put it up a little bit high. We'll see when we're done. See if it matters, or if it doesn't matter, we just leave it. So that's the other thing, is sometimes you go ahead and stick things on and then trim the outside, because it's kind of hard to cut papers exactly, all of them exactly the right size. So I am going to do that, because if you can see, this one is a little bit smaller than these two. So I will just trim this a bit. Have you ever cut a card after you got it on? You're like, that's not even, and just actually cut the card base? I have done that too. A little bit smaller. I love this little paper cutter. It was a Stampin' Up! One many years ago. There we go. Okay, that's going to be a little bit better for me. I like that. And we're just going to put this on our Petunia Pop. What a fun color. Put that on our Petunia Pop. And you guessed it, we're going to use those Wanted to Say dies. And I think this one's going to say Feel Better Soon. There we go. Okay, so there is that. Such pretty papers. And I cannot say that enough, because Stampin' Up! Does have just gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous papers. Where is my Petunia? There. Is this one? All right. I'm just going to use one of my little, I'm going to use that Petunia Pop. And we could put this on top. What do you think? This or white? We can go either way. Let's grab this and our little mini boss again. And I do like that Feel Better Soon. So for sure, either the words are going to be this or white. I think Dave's got something else going on, so I'm not sure he's totally paying attention, which is absolutely okay. Oh, he's paying attention. Well, sometimes you have other things going on. That's okay. I'm just going to trim that. Okay, Feel Better Soon. Here it is. What do you guys have going on today? What's going on? Patty, when's your birthday? Cheryl said it's in August. We are going miniature golfing, which will be a fun time. So that'll be awesome. We're going to take our 3 of the 4 grands and go miniature golfing, which is awesome. All right, what do we think, friends? Do we think? I know I probably don't leave time for you to answer, but we could either do white or we could do this. I'm thinking probably the white again. I think there's too much of that color. So let's do the white. Another little piece of white. And see, when you have the bigger boss, this doesn't matter, the size of the paper. Do you wonder what that is? It's like a little fringe of ribbon. Huh. So again, we'll stick this little Feel Better Soon. It looked like a chicken feather. I was like, what is that? Which we have chickens, so that's not completely impossible. All right. Set that aside again. So here we go. Feel Better Soon. Anyone not feeling well? I hope you're feeling well. Oh, this is
Harry is watching the fur grandchildren.
Oh, very fun. The fur babies. How many of fur babies are there? Fur grandchildren. That's fun. All right. Again, I'm just going to poke these out. And when you use that adhesive backed paper, when you peel it off, it peels all these adhesive sheets. It peels all these little pieces out. I cannot believe, I might have said this already, I can't believe it's August.
I know.
It's okay. All is good. All right, I'm going to set that at an angle that way. Again, putting it on before I put on my...
There's only 3 weeks till the Minnesota State Fair.
You know what, though? That makes me anxious. You know why?
Yes, because I mean school's starting.
Yes, that's exactly why.
I understand.
I know Minnesota State Fair, that's super fun. But then right after that, actually the day before that, or whatever, that Friday, we have to start school, but then start with kids after Labor Day. So that's okay. Summer has to end sometime, doesn't it?
Yep.
Has to end. Sadness. I do love summer. But we used to live in California, and you know what? When the weather is the same all the time, you just don't even notice it. Isn't that true, Dave?
The passing of time was not a...
Nope.
It was hard to know when time was moving.
Right, because it's just every day, 70 and sunny.
So you just sort of felt stuck.
All right. Let's go ahead.
Groundhog Day.
You know what else is in August? Dave and I will have been married 34 years on August 17th.
33.
No?
We got married in 91.
Oh, yeah, you're right. 33. Sorry. 33 years. Like I said, 33. I was already getting to 35, thinking we could do something really fun. I guess we could do something fun anytime, huh?
We do.
Does not have to be a milestone. Aren't these so fun? They just pop.
Terry, 3 big dogs in your house, in any house, always seems like a lot.
All right. So there is that. I'm going to go ahead and put that little white inside. But so here are 2 just really fun, just using our designer series paper. I do have this ribbon, so I was thinking about, but I don't know that it really fits anywhere. I think I'm going to have to go with gems because I don't really see a place to add a ribbon, although I love, love, love the Petunia Pop ribbon. All right, Dave, did you want to
Sure.
take it away? I'm going to put this on the inside and good to go.
So we are now in August, as was discussed. So if you placed an order and got a bonus certificate during July, now is the time to
Coupon. Right.
Yes, a bonus coupon for $5 off. Now is the time to start redeeming those, because during the month of August is when you redeem those $5 coupons. So as with everything, go to thestamperstudio.com, click on order Stampin' Up! Products, and you'll be taken right in there. Same thing is true of the Designer Series paper sale. On Tuesday, when that goes live, just come here to the stamperstudio.com, click on order Stampin' Up! Products, and you will be able to see all of the Designer Series paper. All 14 designs that are on sale will be on the main screen as one of the things that sort of slideshows past you as it's going. A couple other things just to draw your attention to. On our anniversary, August 17th,
We're inviting you.
We're inviting you over to the house. So August 17th, come to Card Cafe. It will be here in our Minnetonka studio, freshly renovated, as is discussed.
So excited.
Come see the beauty that is the new design. Also come and make 10 amazing cards. Choose 5 designs, make 2 of each. You walk away with those. Go to thestamperstudio.com, click on Card Cafe, and you can sign up for that. And last minute, we do still have a couple spaces up at the Refuge Little Falls next weekend. If you want to come up and join us for either Friday to Sunday or Thursday to Sunday, we have just a couple spaces left available. Again, come to thestamperstudio.com, scroll down, click on Hosted Retreat, and you can go ahead and sign up for that, which is next weekend up at the Refuge Little Falls.
Thanks, hon. All right. So while he was saying that, like I said, my things are all over the place. So this is how I store my...
Just a moment.
Sorry.
For some reason, it's not moving over.
That's okay.
There we go.
This is how I store my... Sorry, I can't see it on that side. That's why I was a little confused there. Okay, this is how I store my embellishments. And so I put them in, I bought a 12 by 12, something with slide-in photo
For photo
pieces.
albums.
Yes.
Slide-in photo
like
album.
these. And I went ahead and cut them apart. And so I store them in this little box, just like this. So that's what I was just looking through as you were discussing that. So I think I'm going to use these. Nice little Petunia Pop. Comes with 1 sheet. When I have more than one, I just put them together because that's just what I do. I'm going to put 1 down here. I'm going to put 1 up here, you know, our old triangle, right? And put 1 there. So just to add a little bit of bling to that one. And then this one, I was thinking, I kind of want something shiny because that background is pretty busy. And these are so fun. These are called iridescent faceted gems. Once I get it open, I'm going to show you how fun they are. Can you see? Oh, yeah, you can. Look at, wow.
Bling, bling.
That is a lot of bling. I think I should make those into some earrings, actually. Let's put 1 there. We'll stick 1 maybe over here. I don't even know if you can, I don't know if we can really see them that well, but that's okay. I think when you have the card, you can see them a little bit. It's a little busy, but that's all right. Okay, so there's those 2. I have 1 more I want to make for you, and this one is, you could do this with, again, any Designer Series paper. This one is one that's good for when you're using your, like you want to use up some scraps. So I'm going to start with our Highland Heather. Highland Heather, not Highland Cow, Highland Heather. Now I've got stuff all over the place. So let's put this away so I can find what I need. Bone folder. That's all I'm looking for is a bone folder. All right. So we've got our Highland Heather. And what we're going to do is I cut this one. This one is cut more than a quarter. So this is normally when you go a 1/4 inch down. I'm going to just show you here. 1/4 inch down is 4 by 5 1/4. Okay. The next 1/4 inch down, which actually looks like a little bit more, is 3 3/4 by 5. And then the next one down, right, and a little bit smaller, is not quite, it's using a 1/16 on that one. So, but I'm going to go ahead and build on this one. I'm going to set all that aside. And we're going to use the beautiful paper that is right here, Perennial Lavender. That is just a gorgeous paper. And I feel like when things first come out, we're all excited and then I sort of forget about them. So the way you make this one is you take just strips of paper and any of the strips that you want of the Designer Series paper. I just cut a whole bunch. Not that I'm going to use them all, but this one I
And that's
definitely
what's
want
great
to
about the
use.
packs of Designer
This
Series
one,
paper is all of your colors go together.
So we are just going to glue these on like this, and then we're going to
Hey,
go
Peggy.
ahead and cut. Hi, Peggy. We're going to cut the edges so that so it makes a square. But first we're going to just glue on all these little strips like that. And might want to lay them on just to see what you got going on there. These are about 1 inch. You could go bigger or smaller. Really like that one. It's kind of good to lay it on a little bit so you know. And those little corners, I'll get that. So.
And sometimes you might have just scraps laying around.
Mm-hmm.
So easy to cut them into the strips and make this card.
Yeah, exactly. And this is one I'd say it's great to make a couple at a time because it is a little bit, well, you've got the scraps cut, you might as well use them, right?
Yep.
So let's go ahead. I'm going to add this one here. We'll add a little bit of purple right there. Just need a little piece of that because that is just going to go right on that spot. It's sticky, purple, right there. You could do it under. I think I'm going to stick it under just a little bit, see if that'll hold it a little bit. There we go. This one, maybe. I think I do like that one next. All right, so put this one on. And if you noticed, I did not go corner to corner. The reason is because this paper is 12 by 12, and I guess I could with this one. This one's going to go corner to corner, but some of the others I cut, they weren't big enough. Like this one was not quite big enough to go corner to corner, so that's why I didn't start at the corner. All right, let's do this one. You want to make sure, once we cut it, you'll see, you want to make sure you get the edges. And then I think I'm going to go back to this one. I only had one of those. I could have cut more, but I did not. So let's put stick this on. Have any of you made this one before? You know what I'm going to do actually before I stick that one on? That's too much color next to each other. Let's go ahead and put a plain purple, and then I'll add that little one as, oh, I didn't use that side. Hang on, hold up. That's so pretty. I want to use that one.
So many options.
Wait, I did not use that one. There we go. And then I'm just going to stick one with a little bit. Let's see. That feels like not enough color. So I think I'm going to go back to that little just plain purple again. And this time I'm going to just put the adhesive on here. A little bit more. And stick that on the corner. Okay, so now this is made. Oopsie, that little purple one is coming off. I gotta tuck that under there. The corners are a little bit trickier because all the others I'm lining up right on the line, but the corner is not quite on the line. So let's go ahead. I'm just going to trim some of these. I'm going to use a paper cutter because then I can make sure to get them straight as opposed to trying to cut them myself. So I'm going to go here, get that right on that line. And trim it. And I know they're sticking to that. That's okay. Get rid of those. Go
That's why
here.
sometimes you have to use some Goo Gone on your cutter.
Yep, on my fingers. What did you say? On my cutter.
On your cutter.
Yep. Okay. Obviously caught a little bit of the cardstock at the end of that one. That's fine. There we go. Let's get this.
Diane says she has made one like this before.
Have you? Yeah, they're fun. And I've made a Christmas one like this, which was really fun because you have all those different papers. Not sure I would make like a whole 100 Christmas cards with this, but I could make some thank you notes with it. Well, I already started. Once you start cutting, you got to commit. You
Yep.
can't back up.
No backing out
All
at
right,
that
let me
point.
just get those little pieces off there. There we are. And so now we've got this really cute, just decorated piece. And I'm going to set that off by putting it on the crumb cake. Kind of want to pull out that crumb cake a little bit. So that's what I'm doing here. Let's go ahead and stick that on. So yeah, this is kind of a fun, it's just like Dave said, it's a great way to use up your scraps. You could decide which way it wants to go. I'm going to go this way. As I flipped it over, I'm like, oh, I kind of like that. That's how I made it actually with this at the top.
If you really want to go random, you could just use bits and pieces
Who said
all
random?
over the piece.
Who said random? No, I don't
I
want to do
didn't.
random.
I know, I'm just offering another option.
Random does not work for me. It makes me, even that, like, whew, no. You could do that. You could turn it, but I'm going to go straight. Random is too much for me. All right. And this one, let's go ahead and use the Celebrate because why not? We've got Celebrate. And I think what I'd like to do is use crumb cake as our back, perhaps. Yeah, I think it's a little bit too much of the purple. So let's use a crumb cake, Highland Heather, not purple, and use our little Celebrate. Grab all these over here. This one, Celebrate, and this one. Aren't these fun? These dies are so fun.
And what are they again? What set?
They are called Wanted to Say.
Nice.
Hold up so you can see it. Wanted to Say
Yeah,
dies.
I just love the double layer.
Yep. And actually, I have a number right here if you want to pop it in the chat.
Sure.
I'll hand that to you and you can look it up. All right. So let's go ahead and tear that. And go
I can see
ahead.
that number.
And you can't see it? Is that what you said? Can I see? I can see
I
it.
can do it.
I got new contacts, so I'm pretty good. I'm going to do this and I'm going to cut. We're going to go white again. I kind of like that white on the top. Feels like it pops. So I'm going to do this right here. And I'm going to do this one in white. But I can even squeeze one out right there. Yep. Let's get that out. There we go.
I've just been looking at too many screens this morning. My eyes are sort of bugging out.
I'm sorry. There we go. All right. Celebrate. It'll be a fun one to say. And if you come to the refuge, know that we have die cutting there, so you don't have to bring that with you.
Don't have to bring your machine. You might
Okay.
want to bring your dies. Probably want to bring your dies.
Maybe.
But the machines are there.
That's how I get these out. I drop it and I saw it just pop out right there. It did pop out. Sometimes I go like this. I see it popping. Okay, fine. There it is. I know. I could take it and stick that's what these little holes are for, is so you can get it out. But sometimes I just like that because it pops right out. Celebrate. Okay, this one is pretty
Detailed.
it feels thinner is what I was going to say, like delicate, a little bit more delicate. And I'm just going to do the Celebrate right down here in the corner like that. So let's go ahead and pop this one on with our dimensionals.
So no background on this one, just the one.
Say it again. Oh yeah, no, this is the background.
Oh.
Yeah, just the
It
Celebrate.
looks so thin. That's why
Yeah,
I was like, huh.
just this. You could do just that. It's a little busy, I think, for that. So I'm going to go ahead and put this behind it.
Oh, there we go.
I think I'm
Nice
good
like
with
that.
just those two, actually. I'm going to put this right here. Celebrate. Like that. And then, again, get my little glue. And this, I'll just take upstairs. And I'm looking for a spot I didn't put glue on. And rinse it off. Just wash it under warm water. And then it's all clean, ready to go next time. The other thing you can do is make a little pile of glue like that. And you can run your little die through it. That is another
All right,
way.
random makes you twitchy. That makes me twitchy.
What's that?
the pile
Oh,
of glue.
putting the glue on there. That's funny. No, messes don't make me twitchy. Random makes me twitchy. All right. There we go. Put that on there. Just hold that for a second.
Did you take a before picture of the studio?
I did.
Good.
As we were kind of painting it and working on it. So I'm going to pop this inside. The other thing, and I did not do it, but I'm going to do it on this one.
Diane says she also uses the brush attachment on the Take Your Pick to get those out. And that also works really well.
Yes, that does work really well. I'm going to go ahead and pop one of these little extra pieces. You know which one I want to use is this one. Let's see. That one has adhesive on the other side. Can't do that. Okay. I will. Oh, yes, I can. Look at that. All right. And I did not cut this to size. So I am just going to. How many of you think that's going to fit? Yes, it does. Just to add. Oh, I'm at the end of my adhesive too. Just to add. That's what happens at the end of your adhesive. All good. To add a little bit of color and a little surprise, I like to say, on the inside.
I like to have 2 Take My Picks on my desk because that way I can have my 2 most used tips.
Okay, you
at
kill
all
me.
times.
You just crack me up every time. On his desk, on his stamping desk.
I do.
Mm-hmm. All right. Isn't that fun? What do you think? You open it up, you've got that little bit inside. I do want to just squish this a little bit more, burnish it because it didn't really, there you go. It's fighting me. It's not laying flat. So all that to show you that so fun ways to use your designer series paper, which is going on sale on August 6th. And I'm going to put these 3 cards back down. Didn't even put gems or anything on that one. I sure could, though.
Move them down just a bit.
Move them down just a bit. We still could put gems on this one because you know what? Bling, bling is good, right? I don't know. Let's look and see. Dave's shaking his head. All good. Yeah, I think I'm kind of good with the way it is, but I do
The
like
designer series paper really carries it.
it. Does. It does. This one it probably did too, but that's okay. Those were so fun. We had to use them. So, all right, friends. Well, that's what I have for you today is just some fun ways to use designer series paper since it's coming on sale. And wow, how cute these are. And I would really, if you're interested in doing these cards, I mean, this wanted to say dies is just a great idea because it's easy to die cut and easy to just pop and make some color, make a nice sentiment there. So, all right, friends, I hope you have a great Saturday. I look forward to seeing you at Card Cafe in the new studio, new and improved. Just wait. It is going to be so fun. I can't wait. All right, friends, have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you on Monday. Happy stamping.